Okay, hey everyone. So, I just wanted to do this video because I mean it's now or never. But I got accepted to the respiratory therapist program, the respiratory program at my school nearby where I'm at, and I just wanted to let you know. As of June 18th, actually, I found out like not like 2 months ago, I found out that I got in, and so I'm doing this video now because I didn't want to make one June and then have like a gap in between, like a 2-month gap before I actually started, actually putting more out there. But although I haven't started school yet until the 19th, so that's when this paper says I have an orientation at 10 in the morning on the 19th, and this semester is gonna go till December 13th. So I've already had everything set. There was a lot of stuff that I had to do, almost like three. I have my laptop here real quick. So they give you a packet, right? And there was like a list of, for those who don't know, there was like a list of 10 things that I had to do. The first one was just apply to the school, provide unofficial transcripts, general education, credits need to be done. I had to do chemistry 101. Luckily they had a choice of chemistry 101 or like chemistry 111, but I chose 101 because why not? I needed to complete the application, obviously that was step 5, sign the therapy course curriculum schedule. So they had like basically like an agreement, like this is the schedule, I agree that I'm gonna stick with it type thing. Number 7 was essential functions, so that like kind of like my physical, that I was able to do everything. I had to have 2 recommendations from non-relative people, and complete the respiratory work volunteer history form, and I did a lot, so that was easy. No, I'm kidding, but I did do quite enough. So I got that done whenever I had breaks, so like December break, last summer I did some for the hospital that was in town by my house, and then December we had winter break, so I took that as time to go and volunteer some more. So that was more, so that'll be more recent because I'm like a junior in college now, so I wanted it to be more recent than like, oh, a long time ago in high school. So the thing that I think that might have been different, I don't know about you, but I did look into other universities, and I guess that's what made me want to do this, is because different schools do different things, and even though they're similar, they're tweaked in some kind of way. So I kind of just want to get that out there, like, oh, this was kind of what was interesting to me. My teacher, she used to want to be like the department person. She's also a teacher, and she used to want to be a nurse, but that school didn't allow her to. It was more like, I didn't talk down about her or anything, but she just wasn't good enough, so she moved on to something else, did respiratory, actually went to work in hospitals and everything, got her bachelor's, got her master's, and now she actually can teach and can host a bachelor's degree program for the school. So she was obviously she's very driven, she's really into it, so she wanted people that apply to know what they're applying for. So I had to write a 250-word essay on the responsibilities of the respiratory therapist, and she actually gave like 4 different web links, so it wasn't anything like crazy, but I thought it was something different, and I do have respect for her. Not only did we kind of walk the same path almost, but I have the respect that she wants to teach to people that want to be there, and she wants them to know why they're there. And I think that's a lot of the time things that other programs are missing, and you don't see that a lot nowadays. It's kind of sad, but sometimes money isn't going to stay there forever, so it's good to have the passion with it, to actually want to be there. So it says, and then after all that, there's a checklist, obviously, but I just thought, everything else is grounded, normal. There's like, I had to do a drug test for like $65, I think it was, and yeah, like that's pretty much everything else was standard. They had they were supposed to do interviews. I didn't really get one. She kind of just gave it to me on the spot. Like, I went to visit her to hand deliver the shot records and medical records that I had and stuff, and she was like, oh yeah, your mandatory orientation is on this day, and I was like, I didn't get that. I had like the pre-acceptance letter, and she's like, oh, let me get you your full acceptance, and I was like, what? So she handed it to me, and then I was reading, and I was like, it's like underlined full acceptance, and I was just like, and she's like, are you happy? And I was like, yeah. I didn't want to tell her, but like all my tears came out like when I got the pre-acceptance, so I was kind of teared out, but I was just like really happy. But I was in her office, so I didn't want to seem like weird. Again, like I said, that, you know, I'm kind of like, oh well, I probably shouldn't have thought that, like, oh, I wonder what they think, you know. But at the same time, they only have cubicles there, so that would have been really bad. And also, like, I don't know, like, I don't want to be the person that thinks about what other people think, but I do tend to talk myself out of things a lot, so that's why I was like, oh, it's now or never, like, because it is, like, I was gonna convince myself, like, oh, just do it tomorrow, but if I don't do it today, then I won't have anything to actually, like, build off of or to edit from, and then to go from there. So this whole, you know, video thing is very new right now, new to me at least, because I've only done it for school classes and stuff. But yeah, so yes, I have began to get everything together. I have some of my books that are coming in. I don't want to post about books yet because my orientation isn't here. What if I bought all the wrong books and then I'm telling you guys like, hey, this is what my school uses, and it's not. So I mean, most of them might be the standard anyways, but it's okay to go over some of them. And I think it's interesting to know that how, like, some colleges, their books are up to like $300, and then other colleges is like $100. Like, they focus on different things. And so I just, like, I kind of want to put it out there, like, hey, this is really cool. But you know, it is what it is. I can't judge. So yeah, so for the most part, I have my books. I have you know, other stuff ready. I started working at a work study because right now I'm doing 2 jobs, but I know I'm not gonna be able to do 2 jobs. Like, that's just not how my brain works. So no, it's not for me right now. I did do 2 jobs, like, for 2 semesters so far while I was in college, but I don't like it. I mean, I do, but like, you get tired of it, and I kind of want something different now. I was working like very heavy lifting type jobs, so, and I would get out at like 10 at night, and then would come home at like 10:45 if we got out early. And so yeah, to get ready for bed, to study more after that, no, I'm not putting myself through that. So there's that, and then the meeting that we're gonna have, the orientation. So classes don't start until the 20th. Most of my classes are Tuesdays and Thursdays, I believe. I don't really have, yeah, Tuesdays and Thursdays are my classes because my work study is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So it's pretty good. I'm trying to put my best foot forward, you know, get everything together, get my life together, make it look like I'm somewhat of an adult, you know. But yeah, I think that's all I really have for today. I'm just excited that I actually got accepted. A lot of my friends are like, you didn't think you were gonna get accepted? It's like, you know what? Anything could happen, okay? So, like, leave me alone. Don't judge me. But yeah, I did have some doubts. I tried not to, so, but I think overall I kept myself pretty level-headed through this application. There was a lot of applications that I've done in the past, not necessarily for like colleges or anything like that, but that I was so close, but the door got closed in my face, you know. So it's a long time coming. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. You get used to the word no, and sometimes you just get a yes in there, and it's just like, thank you, you know. So but yeah, that's what I had to say, just a starter video. And anything you want to ask me, comments, concerns, just do that for favor. And I always say that, my mom's like, what? But yeah, so that'd be great, and let's look for a good year. I'm really excited, mostly scared, but you know, we'll get past it one day at a time. And yeah, everything should work out. Catch you later.